Hi, I'm Brent. Welcome to Four Pastures Farm. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today is the kickoff of our channel, Real Videos. We've done some videos in the past, but they were time-lapse videos, not really sharing anything interesting with you other than just some videography of some of the goings-on here. So we're kicking off the channel today on July the 4th. So happy birthday, America, and happy birthday, YouTube channel. I don't know if you can hear it. Way off in the distance out here somewhere, somebody's decided that 4th of July is target practice day. America, y'all. So, yep, there you go. We are in the country. People shoot guns out here almost on a daily basis, assuming it's not raining or it's even hotter than it is, but neither here nor there. You can see behind me we've got some bugs. Summertime in the south. Bugs. Hot and bugs. Brush piles and some logs and stuff where we've done some clearing. We hope to have power coming in here probably over the winter. We're coming off of a neighbor's property, and currently she has crops in, so you know, we don't want the utility trucks out there trampling her crops. It's been extremely dry this summer, so crops need to stay and be undisturbed so they can get their full potential, whatever that may be. Hopefully it's good. We actually got some rain yesterday for the first time in, I don't know, maybe 2 months maybe. It has been abnormally dry, so every bit of moisture counts. Crops need to grow, and we'll deal with it in the fall. It's too hot to cut down trees anyways. So, and you can see lots of bush hogging that needs to be done with the price of diesel. You know, I don't want to run the mower unless I have to. So we'll have some videos coming up here pretty soon with some brush hogging. I actually have a flail mower instead of the traditional brush hog. So stay tuned for those videos coming up here probably within the next couple of weeks. It's reached a point where everything that I wanted to go to seed has gone to seed. Unfortunately, some things that I didn't want to seed has also gone to seed. But you know, a lot of the native blackberries and that kind of stuff we need to knock back, you know, so they don't proliferate even more than they already are. All right, so brush hogging is upcoming. We got our driveway put in, got the garden put in. We also, and I'll try to put some pictures in there so you can see the before and after of putting in a driveway coming across the back of the property so that we can get towards the back. Part of our property is pretty steep, so I had to cut, or widen I guess, a road had slowly worked its way downhill and was nothing more really than just a trail. You know, you drive down it when we first bought the property, and you may or may not have all four wheels on the ground. Some may be hanging off the ledge. So I spent time last summer during the heat of the day. It's in the trees where it was cool, you know, widening that out, and you know, now we can get in and out of there pretty easily without a problem. And then we've got another road that runs on down through the ridge down into the hollow. And we've got springs down there. There's a nice creek. Even with as dry as it's been, all of our springs have continued to flow, which is good. I was concerned that some of them may just be wet weather. Not the case. So we've got year-round water here on the property, which is part of the reason I haven't been too pressed to get public water, county water lines run onto the property. We do have lines at the road, but we're not tapped in and don't plan to anytime soon. Days for the last several months have been virtually no clouds. It's just been clear skies, bright beaming sunshine, just melting everything. You know, certainly don't sit on a tractor seat without putting a cushion down first. You'll regret it instantly. Talk about being in the hot seat. So let me show you what we've got. Bugs. Summertime in the south. Bugs. Hot and bugs. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but way down here, bugs. In this field is a power pole that runs the length of the road down here. And that power pole is where we're going to have to come from. We'll have to come up the hill and then up across the property line. And then we'll go underground. I spent some time in Texas as a kid, and a lot of the lines were underground there. Maybe it was cheaper for them, I don't know, but certainly Texas is prone to tornadoes and strong storms, so it makes sense not to have lines strung up everywhere. And Tennessee has, over the years, become part of Tornado Alley. As a kid, we used to get maybe one every couple of years. Now we get a dozen or so across the state every year. So as the climate has changed, the storms have changed, and we've got a bunch of trees out here, and so it just makes sense to go underground, and then we don't have to worry about limbs taking our power lines out. So we don't have any cows right now. We had a neighbor's cows over the winter. They, I guess, had smelled some of the things that I'd put out for deer, salt blocks, mineral blocks, that kind of stuff. We've got a ton of persimmon trees here on the property. And I don't know, the cows maybe smelled it or whatever, but they came through the fence. Maybe even the opening weekend of bow season when I stumbled on one of them in the woods, and it scared me to death because, we weren't supposed to have cows. Spent most of the winter over here, of course. I didn't have cows before that and hadn't mowed in a while, so we had a pretty good stockpile of forage for them. And we ran, I think, 16, 17 head between September and February with no hay supplement. They just ate what was here. So those cows are gone. We're looking to get more livestock here probably next spring. I toyed with doing it this year. Hindsight, retrospectively, I'm glad that I didn't, considering the lack of rain that we've had. The grass has just dried up. It's not bad now because it did rain yesterday, but for the most part, when you walk through a field, it crunches. The ground, the ground crunches. The clover is just dried up. So glad I didn't do cattle this year. We'll look at doing some next year. Bush hog, flail mower, coming soon. Do a video near you. It is so hot and so sticky. All right, y'all. Here's our plans, I guess, for the rest of this year into next spring. We've got the garden done. It is about a month behind schedule where it should be. Photo, videos, you can check our Instagram page for a lot of those. But yeah, we're about a month behind where we were this time last year and where we should be. The garden was ripped up over the winter. We have no shortage of rock here. My goal was to take some of the dirt out, run it through a soil sifter, shaker deck, and get a lot of the rock out, and then put it back, compost it, and get it good to go. And then from here on out it would have been no-till, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, because we have one, so many rocks, and two, we have a very high clay soil composition here. It never really would dry out well enough to run through the machine, to separate the dirt and the rock. So a lot of it just had to go back into the garden the way it was, rock and all. So this fall, I'm actually going to till, run it through another machine. The tiller will certainly help break up all that clay, and it should run through a little bit better. So we'll get that done this winter, and then we'll go no-till starting next year, fingers crossed. So we'll see how that goes. That's a good winter project for us. We've got trees to cut down for power lines, hopefully get that done. We've got some other miscellaneous projects, so we'll have several videos coming up here over the next several months. So be sure to stick around and join us. We'd love to have you along for our growth and our journey here. And in several years from now, of course, we'll build, and I'm sure there would be a plethora of videos available for that. So, yep, stick around with us, and we'll get some content out to you. This is our very first, go live. Hey, let's talk to the camera. Let's grow an audience, and see what happens. We'll have fun. We'll make some videos. I'm out here working just about every day anyways. Might as well record it. Let you guys see what we're doing. Maybe you learn something. Maybe you just grab a box of popcorn and sit on the couch and, chill out. So it is smoking hot out here. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Bugs. Y'all, it is hot. I mean, hot. I haven't walked, but just right up there through the trees. Maybe 100 yards or so, and I'm just bugs. Sweating, huffing and puffing. It's so humid. I think it's 97, 98% humidity. It's man, it is hot. That gunfire's coming from way up in this hollow somewhere. don't know if you can hear that or not. Bugs.